spit like P. Miss wanna hit like me. Meanwhile, you wanna kiss my child rebel soldier, hit that for the combo. And in the dress on a rhino, boom. Commodore like Lionel, zoom. All of that like a new Ray-Ron. Am I wrong? Riding with my main all night long. 1 second I'm here, next second I'm gone. That's 2 and 60 seconds. What you on? Girls on me like they super glued on. Like a table you could place food on. Like Szechuan, oh Hunan. I'm hot like the place Mulan. Ring, ba-bum, ba-bum. Aerosol can, ba-bum, ba-bum. Monkey outside, ba-bum, ba-bum. All night, ba-bum, ba-bum. Bum, stick a clang, clang, clang. Hang on to that like a renegade tang. Transform to a grown man and transform again like. I'm hot like the place Tucson. BBC ice cream skewed on. No discounts, no coupons, but I got the Rolls Royce for the great coupon. Now you jealous with your face screwed on. Who on? You on? People only get booed on. Attitude get on. With peace, you wrong. Retreat, you don't want to feud on. Your nerves ain't meant for a big dude on. Stumping it until you gone. Hoping that you make it home with your shoes on while I'm touring these. Scoring these movies. I know that I make it when I'm chilling with Stewie. And Smart Jiggers what I did for
the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Sprite.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal as the NBA season begins to pick up steam. The action tonight out at Time Warner Cable Arena as the Charlotte Hornets play against the Boston Celtics. You take a look at the Celtics. This is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1. Shaq, I want to talk about one of your former teams, the Boston Celtics. What do you see this year?
Well, they just need to continue to collect talent. Believe it or not, they're in a good position. They clear cap room and still have a
Taking a look at Boston. They lost on the road to the Spurs in their last game, and that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, as they did in that game, it's going to be a long night.
It will be. I mean, you're right there. It's hard to snap yourselves out of that kind of funk. Once you get into it, it's just tough to break out of it.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. They've got Bradley Beal. Chris Bosh is out there with Anderson. Then there's Calderon, and it's Green in at the small forward position. Just 4 to shoot. Beal gets a wide open look. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Beal's got the opening field goal of the game for the Celtics. Here's Heinrich. He had 10 points in the win against the Clippers.
And Kevin, don't forget about his playmaking in that game as well. He's wonderful in terms of attacking the defense and figuring out when to shoot and when to find teammates.
Well, Jose Calderon, a huge boost offensively at point guard. He's a terrific floor general, sets up his teammates nicely, takes good care of the ball, and he's a top-tier marksman. In the NBA, we call those guys lasers. He can do it off the bounce or spotting up.
He hits the second from the line. He talks, Steve, about Calderon shooting. In his career, he's led the league in both free throw percentage and three-point percentage.
I guess the trade-off is defensively. I mean, he's solid, not spectacular, but his shooting is such a problem for defenses, especially when you pair him with good players like Dallas did a year ago. Boy, he can really play and space that floor.
And here's Beal following the three from Ray Allen. And Ray Allen gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Anderson kicks to Bosh. Tries to keep it alive. The pass to Beal. He dishes it to Anderson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Now here's Pierce. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Clippers.
And Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. So he was very aggressive with his game, attacking the D and capitalizing on those free throws.
Now here's Green following the miss by Paul Pierce. Beal with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio, and that one's good.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
Well, going into last season, the Celtics had made 6 straight playoff appearances, 2 trips to the finals, and 1 NBA championship. But there was no question last year was the beginning of a rebuild.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Calderon, that's good. Now Heinrich. Outside, Pierce. And off the glass. That one's good.
Well, nice way there to get your first basket of the game.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. The full court prayer. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Calderon against Heinrich. Green with a screen on Heinrich. Beal gets a wide open look. The 3-pointer no good.
Couldn't convert, but nice little 2-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Well, last year collectively, I mean, this team shot 74% from the free throw line. Pretty low number.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season. A big part of last year's turnaround in Charlotte was the team's ability to get the close game wins. I mean, they did that in this building, and typically they just found a way to stay at it and never give up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Withy's checked in for Anderson. Evans comes in for Kevin Garnett. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Nash in for Kirk Heinrich. And the basket good.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And for Charlotte, guys, you know, a lot of their 25 home wins were very close games, but they fought it out.
Yeah, if you actually look at their point differential at home, you wouldn't think they were very good in this building, but they came up clutch and won a lot of close games down the stretch last year.
Blocked. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Here's Nash, and he finishes nicely on the way up. Nash has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Smart dishes to Singler. Pass to Miles, and there's the foul. It's on Reggie Evans. That's his first foul. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Smart passes to Singler. 6 on the shot clock. With some arc, here's Bosch. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
It's deflected. Stolen by Withy. Dishes to Kid Gilchrist. And the horn signals the end of the first. Not much offense so far. The Hornets on top, up by 3. 2K Sports, back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, Stephen Clark, what are your thoughts?
How about the 3-point shooting? The scoring has really come in bunches from long range.
Yeah, it seems like every time down the floor they're knocking down the triple.
Nash out there with Heinrich. Then there's Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Then there's Evans. And it's Withy in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
A look here at last year in the NBA where the Hornets ranked. 1st in fewest turnovers per game. 4th in opponent points per game. And they were top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. That's a good indicator of a team getting it done defensively.
And this is a smart team. Clark, because you talked about the turnovers, #1 in the league in terms of fewest mistakes. And that's when they were at their best. When they controlled the action offensively, they were able to execute without making mistakes, and that allowed them to set up their defense at the other end. And this was a really well-disciplined club.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Kevin Garnett is at the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. Doc Rivers won a title with him in Boston and simply can't say enough. As Coach Doc says, I get very emotional. He's the best teammate, the most unselfish superstar I've ever been around. Every coach should be able to coach KG just once to see what a true team player should be. Kevin, what a compliment.
A guy you love to play with and hate to play against. Doris, thanks.
C.J. Miles originally was drafted right out of high school by the Utah Jazz. And even though he's in his 10th season in the NBA, he's still only 28 years old.
Evans. Pass to Withy. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Heinrich from outside. That's good. Heinrich's got 6 points.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
And C.J. Miles really, Steve, embracing his three-point shot more in the last couple of seasons, which in turn has helped his shooting efficiency.
Yeah, solid defender. You know, if he can continue to make those threes at close to 40%, there will always be a place for him in the NBA because he's a two-way guy. He can defend wings and knock down perimeter shots. That's a valuable asset in the NBA.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Anderson, he's checked in for Withy. Garnett comes in for Reggie Evans. And it's Allen in for Steve Nash. And a new group in for the Celtics. Chris Bosh is checked in for Zeller. Green comes in for C.J. Miles. Beal's checked in for Smart. And it's Calderon in for Rivers. Here is Calderon. He kicks it to Anderson. And that one's good.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus. You know, Ryan Anderson really was set up to have a big year last year. When he was on the floor, he was a laser, an absolute dead-eye shooter. But when you look at last season, all you can really take away is that he struggled to stay healthy.
Here's Green. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Now just a 2-point Hornets lead. For Charlotte, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And that injury for Ryan Anderson, scary stuff. Hit from behind by Gerald Wallace. I can picture it in my mind right now on that rebound play. And Steve suffered a herniated disc in his neck.
That never saw it coming. It was really a scary injury. And obviously we hope that Ryan is back and healthy because he's a great player. And still so young. I mean, he's got a ton of great basketball left in him and one of the best floor spacing foremen in the NBA.
Here's Garnett. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. Garnett's got the lead up to 7 now for Charlotte. The Celtics shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
Michael Kidd Gilchrist missing 6 weeks last season with a broken hand, and frankly, he took a step back overall. His numbers getting worse almost across the board.
And the Hornets making a change here. Pierce is checked in, and a change for the Celtics. Kyle Singler's checked in for Ryan Anderson. .127 left to play in the first half. Calderon kicks to Beal. Here's Bosh, and it falls over the rim and in. Chris Bosh. And a player taken second overall 2 years ago. A lot of pressure hiding on the shoulders of MKG.
You know, sometimes guys fall into draft positions that
do it. Yes, sir.